When you're caught and you feel like there's no way out, that life is too hard to continue, this story is a story for you. Because even when all hope seems to be lost, we must remind one another there are always secret opportunities, unseen possibilities, and alternative paths. This encourages us to strive for hope, perseverance, and find presence at the end, even when the castrated determinant leads us into darkness. After viewing, you'll realize that regardless of how difficult life can be, there's always a decision. Even in the darkest times, there's light and hope, and that's all you need to move on. A long time ago, there was a king that ruled an entire kingdom. Everyone knew of his love for his horse. It wasn't just any horse, it was his pride and joy, his only pride and joy. The king then had to make the toughest of decisions. He had condemned both prisoners that were presented in front of him to the death penalty. Just as the soldiers were about to lead the prisoners away, one of the men, one who seemed calm, nonetheless, spoke. His tone remained firm, but tinged with a curious sort of hope. "If you do not kill me, Your Majesty," the prisoner said, "I shall teach your horse to fly in 1 year." The king stopped, surprised and intrigued. "Teach my horse to fly? That's impossible. But if you manage to pull this off, it would be a miracle the world has yet to experience. I might be the first king to ride a flying horse. How marvelous that would be." King thought for a second, enthusiastic and inquisitive, imagining the glory he would receive. His affection for the horse dulled his senses, and he smiled as he saved the man's life. The other prisoner, who had been silent the whole time, looked at the first man in disbelief. "You are a fool," he exclaimed. "You know, as well as I do, no horse can fly. You have literally just given yourself a year of life. And nothing else. You've just postponed the inevitable." But the first prisoner, smiling gently, looked at the other and said, "I haven't just given myself a year. I have given myself 3 chances of freedom." The second prisoner gazed back at him blankly. "3 chances? What are you talking about?" The first prisoner had an air of calm wisdom. "First of all, the king may die within a year. Kings are not forever, and one day he may not be there to serve his sentence. Second, the horse could die. Nobody knows what might happen to it around the next corner. Finally, I may just learn to train the horse to fly." The second prisoner shook his head, still not understanding. "You're dreaming. You can't control death, and you can't make a horse fly." But the first prisoner just answered, "I believe in possibilities. I refuse to lose hope. I see opportunities, even when I'm in grave danger of dying. As long as I'm alive, there's always hope." Moral of the story. In life, no matter how impossible a situation may seem, always hold on to hope. Like the prisoner who faced death and still discovered 3 paths to freedom, you must seek out the unseen and unconceived escape routes. When it doesn't seem like there is a way out, know this: hope is a powerful force. It gives you the power to power through, to power on. It's not about avoiding the impossible, but not losing hope at the hardest times. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes the littlest chance can alter everything.